dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs
What up,
you.
y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about Dynamite, October 7th, 2025. I'm just jumping to the end of the year, man. With Tony, Taz, and Brian on commentary. We're in Jacksonville, Florida, Daly's Place, Title Tuesday, a good homecoming. Got Collision as well here. I do love Daly's Place. So many memories, and realizing I've been covering AEW fully for a good three years. You know, and it's just crazy how much these arenas and stuff like that mean the world to me. You know, in Greensboro, North Carolina, we got November 12th, Blood and Guts, man. Then Wrestle Dreams, October 18th, next Saturday. Next week, we got a 3-hour Dynamite / Collision special. Then I believe they're going to be in San Antonio, Texas. So a lot of stuff's going down for Wrestle Dream. And you talk about opening it with some hotness, some fire. Hangman Adam Page and Samoa Joe in a suit, so you know he's here on business, with Tony Schiavone in the ring, and they go back and forth, and Joe's like, "You're a pretender, Hangman," and Hangman's like, "You'll hit me and I'll hit you back twice. I will outlast you, Joe. You can't outlast me." Then at the end of it, Joe, once everything's said and done and I get the 1, 2, 3, you're going to shake my hand and respect the champ. And I was like, oof, I really enjoyed this. I was just like, damn. And I just can't wait for these two to fight. I can't wait. Like, I'm not calling it a wrestling match. I'm calling it a fight, because some words were exchanged here on this show between Joe and Hangman, and at Wrestle Dream, we're going to be in our dreams of awesomeness. That's what I'm saying. We have Alicia with the conglomeration, because we got some conglomeration members fighting tonight. We have Ishii, let's see, who else is fighting? Kyle O'Reilly taking on Kyle Fletcher. A lot of stuff going down. Mark Briscoe giving us the word of the day. I don't remember the word of the day, but he said it, and he sounded pretty good saying it. But everyone's in action, because we have Mox and Ishii next to start it off. The first match of this 2.5-hour special here for Title Tuesday, and you talk about hard hitting. Ishii, man, the Stone Pitbull, Mox, and you know, these two put on a good hard hitting match. Ishii got his nose a little boosted. That's all right though. That's nothing to a Stone Pitbull. It's like, yeah, a little blood. That's okay. But Mox got the win. And he has a big match at Wrestle Dream against Darby in an I Quit match. And I just think those two are going to murder each other, you know. Renee's backstage. The Bucks are trying to talk to Tony Khan. They said, we want another money match. Because, you know, they lost all their money. Nick lost all the money. Man, Matt's like, well, I got us 2 tickets to watch Jurassic Express take on Squash Gang. And Nick's like, where'd you get the money? And he's like, I sold a few sneakers. And Matt said that. And then he's like, whoa, no, sneakers? So they're trying to talk to Tony Khan, but Tony Khan did not open that door. And why does Tony Khan's graphic Time Cop? It's pretty awesome. We have a Tony Storm and Chris Statlander package. These two will meet at Wrestle Dream, and they have a big trios match this Saturday at Collision. With what was it? I don't remember the match. Chris Statlander, Tony Storm, versus Triangle of Madness. Who's joining their team? Wait, hold on. This is the way we go back here. We can go back in the notes here, because I can tell you. All right, Collision, Tony, Harley's joining them to fight the Triangle of Madness. Thank God for the notes. And I'm really excited about Tony and Chris Statlander's match at Wrestle Dream. And then we get into the street fight. Oh my gosh. The Hurt Syndicate versus the Demand. I didn't know I was going to enjoy this much, man. And the fact that the Hurt Syndicate came out in suits, they weren't playing. They're like, you want to fight? We're going to fight. And they did fight, going through tables and this and that. Then they finally got Ricochet in the end, all three of them cornering him in the ring. And I was like, oh, Ricochet, you're going to die. And oh my gosh, a suplex onto the table from Shelton Benjamin. I was like, damn. It was so nice. I watched it twice. But the Hurt Syndicate get the win over the Demand and talk about a hard-hitting battle and get all the love for Bobby. I love it. I love it, man. But the Hurt Syndicate got the win in the street fight. I don't think this is over by any means necessary. Then we go into Renee with the Dawn fam. God, there's so many of them. And she's like, how do you get these guys ready? Because there's so many. And Dawn's like, I have my ways. That's pretty much what he said. Jurassic Express, it was really nice seeing these guys. They haven't wrestled since 2022? 22, is that what it said? Yeah. Jurassic Express versus Squash Gang. But this was still fun. It was fun to see that Jurassic Express still got it. Jack Perry still got it. And after getting the Bucks are in the crowd, they're with kids. Whose kids are those? Huh? Jurassic Express gets the win, but the Bucks attack. And they get the upper hand. And we will get Jurassic Express in the books in a 500K match. So money's evolved again. But we're going to get Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks. Yes, please. And I can't wait for my Elite shirt to get in here. Mox Cult promo, Pack the Bastards taking on Orange Cassidy. It's going to be fun, man. Then we have the Kyle versus Kyle. And Kyle Fletcher putting up that TNT Championship against Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly said earlier in the conglomeration promo, he just doesn't like Kyle's. There better not be Kyle chants, but there were Kyle chants. Don's on commentary, and this match was so awesome. It is my match of the night. The Kyle versus Kyle. This is Kyle. Chants are awesome. This is Kyle. Boom, 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 boom. I just love Kyle O'Reilly. I just hate Kyle. There's so many. It was coming from somebody whose name is Kyle. Kyle. You know what I mean? But then, the Kyle versus Kyle's. This is Kyle. I hate Kyle's. All the good stuff here, man. But Kyle Fletcher is the one to get the win. But yeah, match of the night, man. This was there's so many good stuff. This show was just good, man. And of course they attack after, but here comes Ishii, here comes Roger, here comes Martin, the conglomeration, Paragon, whatever they want to be called, to the rescue. Then we have Renee backstage with Kyle Fletcher because when Mark came out, he backed down. He was like, oh, hey, big boy, calm down. Kyle was like walking away, and then Renee's asking right now, like, why? But we're going to get Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe at Wrestle Dream? Yes, please! Now, open challenge, TBS Championship on the line, Mercedes Moné versus Florida's own Lacey Lane. I was like, oh, hey, you. That's awesome. They had to do a little bit of a hype package just to make sure everyone understood who she was. But no, I will say this. Where was this person in WWE? Because this match was fun with her and Mercedes Moné. I was like, damn, Lacey, you go, girl. A few times I thought she got Mercedes. But I'm very happy for Lacey. I hope she continues to just keep getting better and better. And I feel like this was a great debut, especially against Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship. But of course, Mercedes Moné ain't losing that championship anytime soon. No time soon. So, Moné for the win. But Lacey, yes, clap for Lacey. Clap for Lacey. We have Sammy and Beast cutting a promo because Eddie's going to take on Beast Muertos on Collision. And we get Eddie with Hook, and he answers back. He's like, yo, like, Beast, why is Sammy talking for you? He goes, I already beat Dralistico. I'm going to beat your ass, and it's all because Sammy's talking about this, So Eddie's like, Eddie is Eddie. A double Jeopardy match. I didn't really understand what this meant until good old Excalibur was like, oh wait, did I say Tony Taz? It's Excalibur on commentary. What the hell did I do here? Okay. Excalibur, Taz, and Brian were on commentary. But Excalibur did explain what Double Jeopardy is for this, because it's Brodito versus Okada and Takeshita, and you talk about the tease is still there. These two don't like each other. You know, our unified champion, or undisputed champion. What is that championship that Okada has that Takeshita wants? Because Takeshita thinks he's the best. But putting these two together was pretty sweet, Don Callis. Going against Brodito. Poor Bandito's arm was hurt. He was trying, he was fighting, and this and that. But Okada and Takeshita got the win. Takeshita was going to get the final blow, but Okada hit the Rainmaker. And we got a 1, 2, 3 for Okada and Takeshita to get a tag team championship match at Wrestle Dream. If we got this level of awesomeness here, I can only imagine on a bigger stage, a little bit more time and whatnot. And Okada and Takeshita just not liking each other. You know something's going to happen. I don't think Brodito's going to lose the tag team championships, but I'm ready. Are you ready for Wrestle Dream? I feel like I am in a Wrestle Dream. We had a not invasion showdown. Then we had a really great Raw. God, I'm living the best time of my life right now. Renee's with Jet Speed and Willow. They're cutting promos because they're gonna have a big match on Collision. Then we go to FTR and Stokely, Penelope and Megan Bayne, because this match is a trios match. Jet Speed with Willow versus FTR and Bayne. And my favorite part about this was before they hit the top guys out or top gals out, whatever. Bayne just goes, top gods out. And I was like, ooh, that line's cold. I got a little frosty there, Megan. That's a badass line. Top gods out. You know, so I'm very excited for that match. We get Renee with Brodito. Bandito feels so bad. He's just like, I'm so sorry, Brody. He's like, no, we're gonna fight. That's what we do. And Okada and Takeshita will not beat us for those tag team championships, because we're going to fight for the right to keep the tag team championships. We get into our main event, Pac versus Orange Cassidy, my second match of the night. All of these are my matches of the night, but my main match is Kyle versus Kyle. That was just fucking awesome, dude. But this was awesome as well. Pac and Orange Cassidy. You talk about a crazy way to end this show, to where my jaw was like, oh my gosh, these two are beating the shit out of each other. Pac, they go into the stands. Then all of a sudden, here comes Darby. He chains Pac's leg to the thing, the barricade or whatever. But I will say this, Pac is jacked. Oh my gosh, I'm really digging the new look too. I'm really digging it, man. You know, his hair not so long and this and that. And Orange Cassidy's style and the mind games that Orange Cassidy plays. Pac, man, these two put on a banger. Yeah. Oh man, but Pac is jacked. I mean, seriously. Even Taz was like, man, this man did it to the gym yesterday. He probably walked out of the gym right now. Woo! I'm really glad, though, Pac did not get the count out when Darby chained him up. I'm glad that Pac got in there, and we had a really cool finish with Orange Cassidy, getting the 1 and a 2 and a 3. Then, of course, after this, the Mox Cult coming out, because Darby comes out. He has this little bag of tricks, and he's like, you can't get me. And he has pepper spray he hits Pac with. He has what do you call those things? Those taser, and then he has a bottle with some fiery liquid in there. And I will say, holy shit, that security guard tackled fucking Darby like crazy, and their security just rushes out. They're splitting the Mox Cult, just so they don't get Darby. And I'm just saying, man, to that security guard, I don't know if you need to play it that real, but you speared the shit out of Darby. He just went whoop-ah! But that's the way we ended. And Darby, I was just like, man, Mox and Darby are going to murder each other at Wrestle Dream. And I'm like, I sit back in my seat and I'm like, man, I'm spent. This was fucking awesome. 5 out of 5. Dynamite, October 7th, 2025. Excalibur, Taz, and Brian on commentary. In Jacksonville, Florida, Daly's Place, Title Tuesday. I'm excited for Collision. I'm excited for Wrestle Dream. I'm excited for the 3 hours. I think AEW's back on track. There's a few slumps, but I feel they're back on track. And I'm going to say this out loud. As much as I enjoyed Showdown, I thought Showdown was really good. This was the show. Sorry, this was the show. So, all right, y'all. Drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Share with your grandma, share with your grandpa, share with the bum down at Walmart. And remember, this is Kyle. And also that the New World Podcast is for life.
Second that ticks by in this match, the advantage is in my favor because you cannot outlast me.